I located a used street sweeper, was actually involved in an accident, totaled. And we can buy the whole unit for $10,000.
Motor on the back?
Motor in the back, they put over $35,000 in the body, having it rebuilt less than 2 years ago.
Where's it at?
We can only do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Couldn't get any closer.
Well, the tow truck will bring it down.
Oh, where is it?
They'll take the Quality Auto Body actually owns it now. It was New Windsor's machine. I talked to the mechanics at New Windsor. And I know that using the body and the engine off of that, we can definitely get a few more years out of our own machine.
Right.
It was hit head on. The truck is what was damaged on it. And it's got over $2,000 worth of tires on it. So we'll keep going.
Gary made sure I'd have another meeting tonight. That's why I came in to ask this about it.
Isn't?
Bottom line, I was planning on, even though we don't have the money, I was planning on spending at least 30 to get a couple more years out of it, because similar to the police cars, as much as I don't want the sweeper and don't want to pay for anything for it, the maintenance that it does to the roads, the preventive maintenance, is gonna be huge. We'll end up having to hire 20 guys that do the work that the street sweeper does.
Well, we talked about rebuilding that rear motor for the jetpack anyway, so we were gonna spend,
Talking about buying a new motor.
yeah, 30, 40 grand or something, so.
Exactly.
This is a win-win.
Right, I agree.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you're looking for, go ahead,
Is
is
there a
that,
motion from the board and an okay from the board? We'll take it out of the street budget.
I think that's a great idea.
Done.
Thanks.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, folks. How'd you find that, Gary? Thanks for finding that.
Thanks, Gary.
You don't want to do
Just driving down the road.
I
Yeah,
got connections.
he knows a
Go off
guy.
the back of the truck.
Exactly.
Thank you.
It fell off the back of a really big truck.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for your help.
We're buying that now.
Okay, in your packet, you have the cancer bike rally. I wanted to put it on the workshop. What I want to do is set for June 25th, which is our day, I believe. I believe it's a week early this year. I will double check, but they have come up with several alternatives to try and have it on Main Street, and they really feel that the Main Street venue would be much better for them.
Our day's a Monday.
Sold. Even better. They're June 25th, which is a Saturday.
Our day's always a Monday.
They're gonna be setting up, but it's already a weekend though, correct? They'll be in town. It's not, they're not having any events in town, but there's a lot more traffic is what we're saying. They feel having it at, Roe Park is not as feasible. They're really looking for us to see if there's any way we can help them out, what they had done. I'll have Aaron Falk do a presentation for us at the next meeting, if you guys want. They're looking to actually contact Vision, because they're there on Saturday, but they'll have a couple tents. They wanna know if they can leave them up there for Vision and actually bring the farmer's market in possibly on the Saturday of the event, so they can get a lot more action while all these people are here. They wanna try to do some melding with the local economy within their event. One is the farmer's market. They wanna actually see if they wanna come in and set up tents with their tents in lot 2, if they can utilize lot 2. They'll be out on Sunday, but they won't be out at 8 o'clock on Sunday. They'll be out more like 10, 11 o'clock. So that's another issue that we have, whether, and it'll only be mainly one big tent on the one end.
And this coincides, what month was this, June you said?
June 25th.
How does this work with our construction project and all of the above coming forward?
We can't, in my opinion, this is up to you guys, but in my opinion, we can't hold everything on the south books, which we don't even know if they're gonna push it back another 3 months.
Right.
Yeah, they keep pushing it.
And we have to prioritize our people before them, so that's why we have to decide if we want this. We need to know that we're gonna close that lockdown for that period, and that's it. And then we can work with West Point by giving them information. By the way, just so you know, this weekend, we'll be closing this lockdown for an event. They aren't looking for the south end at all to be closed down. They wanna start the event at Lot 2, go into West Point. They'll come around and then they'll come down Mountain Avenue and finish, but we don't have according to them, it's rules of the road. We don't have to have that road closed off after the opening. It's just on their start that we're gonna have it closed down. The
When does
town,
it finish?
it's on the north end. It's at Cousins Avenue, on Main Street at Cousins Avenue. So the south end then we're not gonna have to close down the south end for parking or anything else. Then we can use the turnaround there for Lot 2 to redirect traffic down West Point Highway. And even at the Alward crossing, because we're not setting up on the road past that, even though that's where the stop's gonna be. They say they'll have people coming in all the way up to 5, 6 o'clock. But at 4 or 5 o'clock, they could break pretty much everything down so that, on the road, so that there's still room for church. They realize church is going on a Saturday, and they will make room for that as well. Do you want Aaron to come in and make a presentation for these people next week to the board, so that you have a better understanding of exactly what's going on? And then make a final decision?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Brian? Okay. Greenway community. In talking to, this is particularly about the marina, in talking to Hudson Highland Land Trust, and Andy Schmar, fantastic help with this community, really looking after us. David Church from Orange County, and I can't remember the gentleman from Scenic Hudson, but all three have been working with myself and Jim Modlin on the marina, and we've made some headway. The county is gonna go after one or two different Greenway grants. But they would like us to become a compact community, which is what's on the agenda today, the local law. We would be, I believe, if I heard correctly, one of the first ones in Orange County, the first, to be a compact community. One or two of the other counties, one other county, almost all,
It is-
another one, there's a couple, but there's none in Orange County yet. Orange County itself is a compact community, if I understand the county,
It,
has signed to be up.
yes, but they need 51% of the municipalities.
Okay,
You know, but that won't affect your ability to get the grant.
right. By becoming a compact community, which is just a better, this is just exactly up our alley. And again, if the board is on the same page of us being historic and green, compact community is exactly what we want to be. We want to be part of this. By being a part of the compact community, we are eligible for additional grant money in a lot of these Greenway grants. Instead of 10,000, it could be 15 or 20. Instead of 5, it could be 10 or 15. Not that we're definitely going to get it, but we are weighted heavier being a compact community. Any other questions on the local law?
You're gonna wait till new business to actually,
Would you like us?
well, you can wait, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll wait then. 65 Schneider Avenue drainage water issue. Yeah, fine.
I came down on June 15th to speak to you guys about that. You were gonna send somebody out. No one has come to look at it. The water is getting worse in my basement. I took it upon myself and paid Kevin Hurst to come out and film it. Directly in front of my house, there's a catching basin for the water. When the water falls in that drain in between my house and Mr. Miller's house, that water runs directly to the middle school, right on the side of my house. So it's on my property, it runs into the middle school, drain there. I filmed it. From the street in, there's a red clay drain. It only goes about 3.5 feet and then it stops. Filming it from the middle of my property going towards the sidewalk, it stops again. The bottom of the pipe, the 12-inch metal pipe that runs through my whole yard, there is no bottom of the pipe anymore, guys. It has rotted completely away. There is a segment between the clay pipe and my house is 21 feet long, and there's no pipe left. In the film, you can see that my steps, there's about 12 inches of water, it's about 3 feet long, that my steps are all sitting, there's basically a sinkhole there from the water that comes down off of West Street, the hilltop wall that comes into the middle of Snyder Avenue, into my drain, and goes through that yard. So I am now getting a lot of water in my house. I have pictures that you guys will be getting sometime this week, a copy of the film.
Okay, good.
There is,
I did talk to Kevin about this, I think, back when.
he came and tested the water, that's all they did, was
Yeah,
test it for
and-
chlorine and fluoride. That was,
Yeah, I
they
think-
never came and looked at the pipe, never came on the property.
Well, one of the things that we were looking for to see if it was our water coming into your property.
Right.
And that's why I was asking those questions, and yeah, you have to forgive me because it was a year ago.
Right.
And I don't remember the result, but I think at the time it
They
was.
tested for chlorine and fluoride.
It did?
Yes.
Okay. So, and then that pipe you're talking about is a storm drain that goes to your
It's a
property from the
storm drain.
street out to the school,
From the
going
street.
downhill?
Right, there's multiple pipes that come down.
Right.
And my understanding, it turns into 2 pipes. One goes underneath, straight down Snyder Avenue. The other one is directly in front of my house, between my house and Mr. Miller's house.
Right.
And it's a straight shot right through the yard. And
So you're right to the left of bed?
that's correct.
So, okay, so I just tried, Kevin videoed and filmed it?
Yes, you did.
Okay, good, then you know something, if it's our responsibility, it's our, we'll have to look into it, but I thought it was, I'm trying to remember, whether it was, we thought it was treated water or not, and there was some questions there, what was leaking, whether
Right.
it's just a storm. I don't know, Jose, I don't remember the conversation,
No, that's
it was
fine.
about a year ago.
Gina, did Gary take a look at that, I thought?
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, right, I called, you had told me at home, Brian, that would,
Yes,
and
I
I
did.
called Gary.
Correct. And Gary came and looked at it.
Okay, what did he say?
He's the same thing. He says it has to be, he goes, there's an issue here, but I can't tell what it is. I have to get a film, which he's gonna get Kevin. Again, I've been waiting, so I took it upon myself, because on the outside of my wall, you can see the amount of green. There's mildew on the whole side. It's bad. Somebody has to come and look at it. I'm hoping somebody can just tell me yay or nay. I mean, because if it's not the town problem, then I just wanna get somebody to come in and put concrete there and block that pipe off if it's not the town's pipe. I just need, either I'm gonna fix it on my own, or the town's gonna fix the pipe. Because-
Well, if you have a camera, then it's on a CD, then we'll have a conversation with Johnny Jones with it. If you say it's stormwater, it's not Kevin, it's not,
It's
treated water.
DPW if it's stormwater,
Yeah.
so it'll be Gary.
Johnny Jones, maybe? It's not sewer, right?
No, it's definitely not sewer, it's a
Okay.
water, it's a water. Again, it's a
Well,
red clay
I think
pipe.
Gary's on top of it, what we'll do is we'll ask Gary
Yeah,
again to get it, see if we can get it handled this week. So get whatever pictures need to be taken, decide whose responsibility it is, get a hold of Mrs. Sierra, so that he knows either we're taking care of it, or he's taking care of it. And we'll see if we can get that done by the end of the week.
Are you, what are you gonna give the thing to Anna? Get the,
Yeah, I can, I just have to actually, it's a tape, so I have to actually go, there's a
Make a
place to
CD
do, I
out
go
of
to make it into a CD.
you make a few of them, so.
Yeah, that's no
so we
problem.
can
I'll give you
review it,
pictures and all that.
Yeah, only because at that point in time, we can run it by Gary and see
Right.
who actually, what it is, or if
Okay.
it's defunct, or, just something there that never got covered over, or.
It's just, again, it's a 12-inch pipe, there's no bottleneck. It's
It's
just-
corrugated steel, you say?
Yeah. And then there's from the street coming into the yard is a clay pipe, a
Right.
red clay pipe.
I don't know why they would cut your yard to the back of the school,
The whole, half the system runs from West Street and all that through my yard.
Does it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the water drains that come up there by the hilltop, West Street, they all come down, and right on the top of the hilltop, where Mike Lewis built the house,
Yep.
there's, right in the middle of the street, there's multiple drains that come down, and then some run straight down, and a lot of it comes through my yard.
So I'm sorry you're having so much trouble with that.
It's a problem, I just wanna get it resolved, it's not, it is what it is.
Okay. As soon as we get the tape, we'll give
Okay,
it
so
to the right
where
people.
do I leave the tape and the pictures to, so I just
The
leave
CD?
it downstairs to
Give
you
it to
guys?
Anna.
You can get it in the clerks, but bottom line, well, no, we wanna get it to Gary.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gary's gotta be the one to make that decision,
yeah.
Okay.
okay?
So does it come to you then? Yeah, we'll
Yes.
be notified.
Well, we'll review it too. I'd like to see it.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Popcorn for you.
All right, let's put that down, Gary.
Good to go.
All right, I appreciate it, thank you for your time.
Excellent.
Okay, developers agreement, previous pavers, maintenance agreement, he had another meeting, did he,
He
We
said
made
to
any
me,
headway?
did you do anything with that? It's the village board's agreement.
Right,
The
weren't we
village-
waiting on something from him?
It was modified, the pervious pavers agreement was modified to insert language that references the pursuant to manufacturer's instructions, specifications, and instead of, and to increase the amount of time that it was to be inspected, at least once a year, rather than, I think, every couple of years. So those changes were made.
Who made those changes?
Al
Yeah.
Busco.
I didn't get a copy of that with changes, so I don't know where
Yeah,
that would be.
must have. I sent that to you. I'm
To me?
sure I did, yeah.
Okay.
I have it.
Did Jimmy get whatever changes he wanted?
I
in?
sent,
That's what Jimmy wanted,
well.
Oh, okay, so we're good.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, I mean, I
Yeah.
sent it to, James, and I didn't hear back from him, so I sent it to him a
No,
couple
I
times.
spoke to him a couple times, and that was
Okay.
manufacturer specifications on the maintenance of those pavers, and that was, he was okay with it from that point on.
All right, so we can move ahead with that tonight?
Yeah, twice a year instead of once a year.
All
Yeah,
right,
as
we'll
far
move
as I
ahead with
know,
that
we
tonight.
can.
Okay, good.
And what you can do then is just, make a motion to authorize the mayor to execute the developer's agreement and the pervious pavers maintenance agreement. And I'll send you out another copy, actually, I have a copy with me.
Does anyone have a Rockland Well design proposal?
Yeah.
That would help.
I don't know if they have
Okay, moving on.
Well, you need
Rockland,
are you gonna do that now, or are you gonna?
we'll do that, we'll do everything in new business. I just want, we'll do the last one right now if there's any questions.
Okay.
That way we can move through new business pretty quickly. Rockland Web Design, I had talked to Glenn from High Tech, right here in the village. Tried to work with him for the last little bit. He is swamped, which is a great thing. Yeah, which is excellent.
Is it Greg or Glenn?
Glenn. So I'm glad that he's overextended, which is fantastic. That doesn't mean don't send your business there.
Yeah.
He's available for you. 446 Tech. But he can't take on this large of a project right now, and I did talk to another adopted son, and that is Tom Osa. Tom Osa can handle it. When I talked to Balcedo, right, Balcedo, they said that they could do this for $3,000. I believe Tom is coming in at 25 or 20. If I read correctly. Where did I read that? 25?
I think it's.
Here's what I asked to be done, and this is the board's pleasure. Right now, what we do is when we have information, we send it up to Tom, or we send it up to Balcedo, and they put it on the website. Sometimes it might happen that day, sometimes it happens 3 days later. Our website is not an active website, that's the problem. We need a website that people can go to and know that something was canceled, know something was this and that the day of. Plus, we're spending $2,000 a year when, if we have a website similar to I want to call it like a Facebook site that we're able to manipulate easier. Once we work the manipulation, it's not going to be all time consuming because we're putting up the same information. If we're taking 3 pictures and sending them up to Balcedo, all we're doing now is taking the 3 pictures, putting it on the website. No, in the beginning, it's going to take a little more time because we haven't learned the manipulation per se. Tom is going to do training and whatnot so that we can move that along. What he is looking at is the 25?
Yeah,
25
plus.
to do it, and then 500, then for free the first year, the web hosting. And then it'll be $500 a year web hosting, which saves us $1,500 a year. Really, in the first year, it's gonna pay itself off. Then every year after that, we're saving $1,500, and we have a more active website. I see this as a win-win. If there are any questions, let's talk about that now. That's what we're here for with the workshop.
Well, who takes these, when somebody takes a picture, do we get it to him, did you say, or do we post it?
Right now, things go to Gina. Gina is the one who mainly sends everything up to Balcedo. I would like to see us either once we do this, we're not looking at 10 times the amount of information. We're looking about approximately posting the same information.
Who
If-
posted though, I guess is my question.
Who's already posting, I prefer to not be Gina because Gina's too valuable and we need it for other things. But if we do this and we bring Tom in, he can train our part-time,
Like Mary?
like Mary, or even one of the other clerks, or both 3 clerks, so that they know how to do it, in case something has to be posted and they're not there that day.
Okay.
But I would prefer, right now, Gina's handling pretty much everything, I prefer to start taking some
Well,
of those
that was
things.
my concern.
Right, I don't want her doing it. So, but we're not looking to triple the information, we're not looking to quadruple the information. We're probably gonna see more information because I'm hoping it to be a more active website, but not a lot. We're putting on the meetings, very little has changed with the exception of the weekly updates that Gina puts on now. That's mainly what's gonna be done here, except we're gonna be able to do them directly. And we'll be, hopefully, and after the first year, we'll be saving $1,500 a year. Before I weigh in on this, I would like Gina's input.
I have a concern only of the workload that's gonna put back in our office. I mean, it's workload now to get stuff to Belcedo, but now we're gonna be the active party in making it user-friendly. That's gonna add something downstairs that I'm not sure we can handle easily.
Right, the user-friendly is gonna be done by Tom, but you're
Right.
right, you're gonna have
But
to,
then
instead of
we
just
have
sending
to-
everything to Balcedo, you're gonna actually have to go to page 4, move down the line,
Right.
then put it on.
And it's maintaining it, so like kind of every day, you're looking at your website, making sure this information's on there that you want on there.
But we do that already.
We do.
Balcedo doesn't change anything for us.
Right, we have to get it to them.
Right.
But, I'm just a little concerned to see how it'll work. It's change, it's new, that's
Right.
fine.
If our workload,
But-
increases, which I wouldn't mind if it did, that just means more information going out to the public and a better website that they wanna actually look at, then I wouldn't mind shifting at least I know we wanna save, but to me, if we have a better, more active website, I wouldn't mind shifting the 1,500 to a stipend to have somebody maintaining that better. And, because we're gonna get a lot
Right.
more mileage out of a better website than just the basic website we have a really good website, but it can be that much more better. The interactive website, I think, would be a lot more beneficial.
Because things have changed with technology and all, I mean, when we first came on with a website, it was basically to give official village
Exactly.
information. Strictly for, like, I could get up the resolutions or board minutes, things like that. Now you have Facebook and all this other stuff, we don't have the time to maintain those kind of
Right.
sites. Or the personnel right
Right.
now, I agree.
And I'm not looking for the back and forth, that is not what the website, the village website's not about that.
No, you're just talking
A
about
back
more
and
time.
forth. Right, and eventually what I would love to see, and that could be a whole different person, is whether we're working with recreation, whether we're working with the town, I would love to see a better community calendar that is maintained online, so that all the groups in the community can have their events there, people can go to one site, or if it's on both our sites, they go to the site, they see that there's 2 events that day. I am not planning an event that day, because there's 2 things already going on. It also helps the community figure out and maximize, when there's a high school basketball game, as a village or a town, we should be encouraging that to be a community event. There are a lot of things that go on in our community that people just don't either know about. The fish fry. There should have been 100 people at the fish fry. Not because you're that religion, because it's a social, and it's a chance to get out and talk to your neighbors, meet your neighbors, it's an organized event. But a lot of times these things are not put out as hard as you would. The collectibles over at the library, my God, that was awesome. Not that many people went. And it's in the paper, it's on Channel 23, we've got to continuously encourage people to read the paper, we've got to continuously
Yeah.
encourage people to watch Channel 23. There are main points of communication, this is our 3rd, and I think with the trifecta, we might be able to hit more of the community. Thoughts?
Well, it looks like Rockland Web Design would create the template, so it's just a case of inserting new information. I can tell from this what program they use, if it's something called Outreach Pro, or if it's Dreamweaver or some of the other things. They are much easier to manipulate now, so it
That's what he was
wouldn't
saying.
be bad. I think Tom Osa, as an asset to the community, has really gone above and beyond. So if there's any question between the old provider at $500 more and Rockland Web, boy, let's go.
This is $1,500 less.
I
So,
know.
And also, Tom is doing the chamber page, and he's doing a lot more other stuff where, again, he can coordinate different things, links. I mean, it would be good just to have him, that guy, on several different things. Okay,
Well, initially it's 2,500,
right, we're paying,
3,000 plus.
no, we're paying $2,000 a year
Oh,
for
just
Valsito to maintain the page. So this year, we would be paying $2,500, but that's to change the whole page over
And then maintain it.
and to host it. Okay, so next year, so we have a $500-ish. So next year, it costs $500 plus that other $500, so after our first year, we would save $500.
Yeah, he's
the
saying
following year,
postage
1,000.
$39.95.
If he's doing it.
Yeah.
If he's gotta come in and do it. The whole point is that we're doing it, that's why we're changing he's saying if we get, like Gina was saying, if there's a massive thing that comes in, we can't have our clerks bogged down by posting on the website. So if he's saying if there's an issue and you have a massive amount of information that has to go up, because for those that don't know, Valsito charges $2,000, but if we do an excessive amount, he charges more. It's not a catch-all $2,000. If we do, because I had asked, I wanted to redo all the pictures and change things around. There's a certain point where Valsito says, okay, now it's gonna cost more. So it's not just $2,000.
We
So-
haven't reached that point, actually.
We've never reached that point, right?
Right,
Or
because we
have?
haven't put that much up.
Right.
But does Rockland Web Design have the alert system capabilities?
I did talk to him about that, I believe he does.
Because that was the
That's
question.
key, right.
I don't have. And is that an extra cost? Because I don't see that in.
I don't believe so.
That's included in the 2,500?
Yeah.
And right now, we're actually paid through with Valsito till December, because it's a calendar year. So your decision on this, do you want to go like starting new fiscal year, so we can do
Well-
billing with them on a fiscal year basis?
Right,
and
he
budgeting
can
wise?
start, depending on the timeline, whether it's gonna take him a month or 2 months. That's what we can decide on, we can decide on. We go with him, then we can decide on when we're gonna start. I personally think the saving of the money and the fact that we make our site more user-friendly is a win. We don't have to vote on this tonight. I'm not,
No, I'm okay.
I'm not feeling it, so we don't have to. If you want to table it for the next meeting.
I'd like a chance to review this contract, because I've already noted a couple things.
Okay. All right,
Put it on the next workshop?
it's,
Is your
no,
next-
put it on the
Your
next
next
meeting.
meeting's pretty, okay.
Well, I don't think we should, unless there's some serious issues which we can possibly talk about before, we'll make that decision towards the meeting. If it's gonna be a serious, elongated discussion, maybe we'll push to the next workshop, but unless it isn't, we'll put it on the next meeting, because I'd like to be able to let Tom know and have him prepare and give us a time that he might be able to get it done.
Respond.
So I have him move the table?
I'll make the move.
Thank you. Okay. I need a motion to approve minutes as written, regular board meeting March 7, 2016, special meeting March 9, 2016, special meeting March 14, 2016. Do you have a motion? For the second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion introducing and providing public notice of a hearing, LLOC Greenway Compact. Do I have a motion?
So you have your resolution?
I know, I was hoping I could get away with that before you picked it up. Be resolved that an indirectly, that one, right? Be resolved that an indirect local law titled a local law to adopt the Orange County Greenway Compact be it hereby introduced by Mayor Flynn before the Board of Trustees in the Village of Highland Falls, Orange County, State of New York. Be it further resolved that the copies of the aforesaid proposed local law be laid upon the desk of each member of the Board of Trustees. And be it further resolved, the Board of Trustees shall hold a public hearing to set proposed local law of the Village Hall, 303 Main Street, Village of Highland Falls, at 7:30 PM on April 4th, 2016. Be it further resolved, the village clerk shall publish or cause to be published a public notice in the official newspaper of the Village of Highland Falls no later than 10 days prior thereto. On a motion by Mayor Flynn. Yeah.
It's gonna be at the town.
Seconded by,
Okay, I'll
Or
change
second.
that.
thank you, Elise. Seconded by trustee Murphy. Roll call.
Okay, just clarification, it's town, the meeting will be in the town hall, 254 Main Street, because that's our first meeting of the month.
Correct. I'm gonna read the whole thing over, hold on.
No.
Roll call.
Roll call, trustee Farina,
Aye.
trustee Alward,
Aye.
trustee Mellon,
Aye.
trustee Murphy,
Aye.
Mayor Flynn.
Aye. Resolution, secret grant under Greenway Communities Grants. Whereas the proposed action includes a proposal change to the zoning code of the Village of Highland Falls to impact Orange County Agreement Compact of the Village of Highland Falls, and whereas the Board of Trustees is the only agency authorized to modify the Highland Falls zoning code. Now therefore be resolved that the Village Board of Trustees hereby declare itself the lead agency as required by the State Environmental Quality Review Act, SEQR, pursuant to SEQR Regulation 6, NYCRR Part 617. Name of the action is Greenway Compact Law, locations village-wide, project Village of Highland Falls local law implementing the Orange County Greenway Compact, action type 2, document available in Village Hall for viewing. I need a motion,
So moved.
second?
Second.
Roll call.
Roll call, trustee Farina,
Aye.
trustee Alward,
Aye.
trustee Mellon,
Aye.
trustee Murphy,
Aye.
Mayor Flynn.
Aye. Of a resolution to seek grant under Greenway Communities Grants, whereas the Village of Highland Falls is applying to the Hudson River Valley Greenway for a grant under the Greenway Communities Grant Program for a project entitled Waterfront Redevelopment Project to be located in the Village of Highland Falls, and whereas the grant application requires the applicant municipality in the above the approval and endorsement of the governing body of the municipality or municipalities in which the project will be located, and therefore, now therefore be resolved that the governing board of the Village of Highland Falls hereby does approve and endorse the application for a grant under the Greenway Communities Grant Program for a project known as the Waterfront Redevelopment Project and located within this community. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Roll call, trustee Farina,
Aye.
trustee Alward,
Aye.
trustee Mellon,
Aye.
trustee Murphy,
Aye.
Mayor Flynn.
Aye. And just so we don't have 100 angry residents coming to the next meeting, that we are putting condos on the riverfront. This is a grant to study the entire riverfront and the uses thereof. Can be parks, can be open space. It's mainly concerned with the marina. But while we're doing it, we want to look at our entire riverfront, because for Highland Falls, we do not have any real riverfront access. So we are looking for access for the community, as well as what other options can be taken for the village. All right. We need to set a public hearing for tentative budget and reorganization meeting for Monday, April 4th at 7 PM. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. We set a public hearing for the CDBG grant 2017 application for April 4th, 2016, following the tentative budget public hearing. Do I have a motion?
You have a,
Trying to find it.
you have a resolution there.
I have a resolution, that's the next one. So I should just go right to the resolution, you feeling? I can do that. Can anyone find that resolution?
It's, it looks like Mr. Fusco sent it.
It's a Fusco. Is it this one?
It's behind Fusco's.
All right, here we go. Whereas the Village of Highland Falls actively pursues grant opportunities, and whereas the village seeks funds under the Orange County Community Development Block Grant 2017, whereas the application must be submitted by April 15, 2016 to be eligible for consideration of this grant. Now therefore be resolved, the Village of Highland Falls hereby submitting its municipal grant eligibility form for consideration of the Orange County Community Development CDBG Block Grant 2017, and the mayor of the village engineers hereby authorized to submit this form. They further certify that they have read and understood the municipal grant eligibility form and have met all of its application requirements, and that the information contained in this form is accurate and true to the best of their knowledge. Motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Farina?
Aye.
Trustee Howard?
Aye.
Trustee Mellon?
Aye.
Trustee Murphy?
Aye.
Mayor Flynn?
Aye. We do have to figure out what we want
Yeah, well,
to do for that grant, just so we know. We do have options.
And you do have to set the public hearing.
And I did that. You yelled at me and said to go with that
You
first.
needed the resolution also,
Ah.
and you need to set the.
All right, we need to set a public hearing for the CDBG 2017 grant application for April 4th, 2016, following intended budget public hearing. Do I have a motion?
So,
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We need a motion to approve fire department member Krista Jones, Joshua Polito, and Devin Sullivan. Charlie Murphy.
do we wanna do them as, we have to do them individually, don't we? Can we move all three at
I
once?
think you can move all three unless
Oh,
you,
fantastic.
yeah.
Then I would like to move that we approve Krista Jones, Joshua Polito, and Devin Sullivan
Pending physical.
pending their
Yeah.
physical exam. Motion on the floor.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. I need a motion to approve the Highland Falls Former County Fire Department request, or the Highland Falls Fire Department request to hold carnival and fireworks on June 1 through 4, in parentheses, they need water and electric from Roe Park, 5/29 to 6/6.
Fireworks?
And fireworks.
Cool.
Questions? Motion.
Wait, I got
Question.
one question. Yeah, provide water, how'd you get it last year, you like across the street?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, I'm good.
And that's just for the tent and your area, it's not for,
Right,
not for any of the actual rides or any of those people.
Correct.
It's just for you guys. Okay?
Let's move it.
I got a move,
Second.
I got a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I like that, that's fun.
Thanks.
I need a motion for the resignation of the camera operator with regret. Do I have a motion? I know no one wants to see him go.
Oh, this is Kevin.
It's for Kevin. We were actually able to give him his start, and now he's doing quite well in a professional camera setting at NBC, ABC, and all the other affiliates. We did give him a nice recommendation. He can't, he doesn't have the time, he's too busy at work.
Yeah.
So,
At NBC.
At NBC. But we had that taste for a while. So we have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We'll miss him,
With
he's a nice
regret.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
So moved. I need a motion for Vision Farmers Market parking lot request.
Motion?
Oh, provision, yeah.
For Vision.
Second.
I have a motion, I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Sold. I need a motion for the auxiliary fire department, request for parking lot spaces, April 16th for the Penny Social.
This would be for 30 spaces and. I'll move
20
that.
spaces, the best I could do. Take it or leave it.
We definitely want at least 20.
Are you asking for 30?
Yeah, 30.
Did you ask for 30 last year?
I believe we did.
I like to see, she knows she didn't, but the way she came across,
Yeah.
you can't question it. All those in favor?
I think we asked for the.
Do I have a motion?
No, yes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have a motion to approve the bills and claims for the fiscal year 15-16 in the amount of $58,422.26?
Charlie, did you go over these, because I came in and
I came in late.
yeah.
Take a minute.
Okay, hang on, please.
Pat, did you miss one there, the bid, to go out for bid for the grass cutting?
No, I don't want to do that today. Yes, I did miss it. We'll do that. We also have to do one or two things from the top.
She did the New York municipal workers.
Okay.
Workers'
Is
compensation?
that a workers' compensation thing?
Yes.
We'll be there in about 5 minutes. Huh?
What's the New York State municipal?
That's
So workers' compensation? quarterly payment.
Yeah, while you're looking that over, Gina, back me up here, we're gonna do a presentation for the cancer bike rally next week. We did everything for Greenway Community, correct?
Yes.
We're gonna have Gary, pursue Schneider Avenue and follow through on that.
Yeah, it says, Gary and Bob are gonna look at
Right.
the CD.
The developers agreement on pavers, we need to move on still.
Correct.
Oh, and
We
we,
did that.
not,
Not to authorize the mayor to sign the development.
right, that's what we have to do. And,
All right.
the correspondence, missed that. Gotta do it. And the web design, we are going to,
Put up.
push to the next meeting.
Strictly Fords. Anybody know anything about that?
But,
Strictly
It's
Fords?
four.
Is that something for Gary?
I honestly, I don't know, honestly, I don't know that name.
Yeah, me neither. They,
I don't know if we wanna,
I just never heard that one
what?
before.
No.
Imagine it's.
Well, I think he told you the last meeting that he had a very large expense on a repair that was $8,000.
What did he say?
No, it's all done.
Yeah.
He did say that, and
Yeah.
maybe that's the name of the vendor, I don't know the name of the vendor. He did have an $8,000 repair on
Which
the,
means he
Strictly
did.
Fords.
he did tell you.
Yeah, left on Thursday.
When you say next week for Aaron to report, does he mean next meeting?
Circle it, we need to follow up on it anyway.
Yes. The cancer bike rally is next meeting, not next week.
Correct.
Correct. Which is April 4th.
Yes.
A lot on April 4th.
Sounds like
Okay, is everyone good?
I think so.
All right, do I have a motion?
You do?
Is there a second?
Still good claims you're talking about, right?
Bills and claims.
Okay.
All's in favor?
I,
Opposed? I need a motion to approve the mayor signing the development agreement and pervious pavers maintenance agreement.
I make that motion.
second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Under workshop, correspondence from Access, Ports of Living Inc., reference raffle tickets. This is a yearly request we get from a group from Walk Hill, that they're able to sell raffle tickets in the community. My only concern is that it would, might take away from local sales. It's kind of a general, can we sell raffles pretty much any time throughout the year? We don't know if 50 people are gonna come in. Now, it doesn't ask, in this request, it doesn't say they're gonna set up a table or anything, but it says that they want a general, it's okay to come into the community, and then if they're gonna set up a table, then they would ask us at that point. But if they're walking through the streets, it doesn't preclude them from, all of a sudden just stopping people selling tickets.
I think we
Table
tabled
it,
this.
we table it, we table it.
Last year.
Yeah, we do it, but I'm bringing it up.
Let's table.
It's tabled, just to give everyone an understanding, there was some confusion at one of the last meetings. When we operate off of a modified Robert's Rules. There is no, if there's anyone from the board wants to, a discussion on an item, it doesn't have to be moved and seconded. It's just discussion. I'd like to discuss it, and we discuss it. We don't have a formalized thing for that, nor a formalized thing for tabling. Once it's tabled, it doesn't have to be seconded, it just needs to be tabled. Okay, if people want to, we're all working together on this, and we don't need to spend an extra half an hour going through a rules session on what we're doing. I just want everyone to be aware of that. Okay, moving on. There was one other thing,
The bids for the grass cutting service to go out,
where were you hiding that?
it's right after your CDBG resolution.
Oh, that's why. I need a motion to authorize the clerk to put the notice to bid for the grass cutting service for the fiscal year 16-17 in the newspaper. Do I have that motion?
Motion.
Do I have that second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Public comment?
Okay, hi, my name's,
Well, no, you can't do it. You gotta get up. You gotta step right over here is good. Face the camera, let the people know.
okay, hi, my name's Haley Jackson. I'm a freshman at the O'Neill High School. And currently I'm participating in the Miss Teen New York pageant, and I'm a finalist qualifying for like the nationals and the winners of this, there's 10 finalists, and then we go to Orlando for like the national competition. And I'm currently looking for sponsors to sponsor me in this event that I'm participating in.
Okay, she kinda lit up towards the back half there, but I'm gonna need one more time. What I'm gonna need here is work the camera a little bit better. All right, a little more volume, because yes, we wanna know about it, but I'd actually talked to your father about coming, so you can let the community know
Okay.
that we need to get behind you, because you are our representative. Go for it, hit him.
Start all over.
The camera, just the camera. Just tell them who you are and what you're doing, second half.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm partaking in the Miss Teen New York pageant, and I'm currently looking for sponsors to support me in that event.
Bang!
Great.
And
Thank you
you're
very
only
much,
a
and we do support you. You're a freshman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Now, are you
Jackson-
you're gonna be our rep for a couple of years maybe, or just, there we go.
Which Jackson is that?
John Jackson.
It's okay.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Now, if people want to support you, how do they get in touch with you?
They can contact me or my parents.
An email address?
Yeah, there and there's
Is there a Facebook?
No, but
Get a
there's
Facebook going.
But there was an article about me in the paper. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Mhm.
It was- Yeah.
Is there information in the paper about how to donate?
Back page last week's paper.
Back week of last week's paper. That's how to donate. Let's get behind her. This is our representative, 2016. Fantastic, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
I'm really impressed that you
Huh?
just took Thank you.
Shoot on image, John? Can I introduce you? Sure, go ahead. We have one more guest in the audience today, and that's Brendan McClellan. And he is opening up the new Italian restaurant in town.
Right.
That's right, I was just wondering if that's what I gave it, yeah.
Not yet.
So that's all, no big speech, you just want to say hello. And again, Brendan's an example of what's exciting happening on Main Street. The pie place is doing very well. Brendan hopefully will opening up soon. We have 2 or 3 other shops that are in the process of getting ready to open. And 2 more that are starting the process soon. It'll be like more than another 4 or 5 months for those 2. So the south end is actually looking very good. We just had an inquiry from a couple. We're actually stealing somebody from Cold Spring, or Beacon. And a Korean restaurant is looking to relocate here from there. So yeah, we're taking them now. So look out, Beacon.
Where are they gonna be located?
They're trying to find somewhere on Main Street.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to mention the April 2nd, the 90 cadets for 90 minutes and what's going on with that?
Oh,
I think you wanted to say something because Cindy was telling me that you were gonna say something.
Oh,
I'll give you
really?
the spotlight.
Well, I think it was mentioned at the last meeting that we had access to 90 cadets for all of 90 minutes. And Vision has leaped upon this opportunity, and they're claiming quite a few of the cadets to work on various gardens throughout the community. Cindy Moblin and I have been talking about trying to clean out the brook behind the town hall, because that could be a very picturesque spot that people might actually use and admire, almost like a river walk in San Antonio. So we're planning on grabbing at least 10 cadets to help clear out the brush. And I do believe Vision had done a major cleanup of that a few years ago, so we'll be building on the groundwork that they laid. And let's see, it's also in its infancy, but the chamber is talking about doing, well, loosely called, and these are my words, not theirs, Operation Soap and Water, to do a real spring cleanup and, just washing sidewalks and windows and getting things spiffed up, would help, make us all feel better that the winter's behind us and good things are ahead, particularly since we are, knock on wood, experiencing a resurgence in new businesses coming to town. We want to put our best foot forward.
When Cindy was talking to me, and I want to thank Cindy Maudlin, the Main Street committee that's also spearheading along with Charlie, they're not looking for some of the new local businesses, some of the old local businesses to step up and get done what has to be done. The new local businesses are having enough trouble getting going, and we need to encourage that as much as possible. The old businesses, we want to encourage them to help us to get us a better product. What we're looking for is more of the entire community getting back involved. No, do you own Main Street? Actually, you do. It is your Main Street. And what Cindy and I were talking about is bringing back the pride. The pride in Highland Falls and the pride in the Highlands. And to do that, everyone's got to get involved. And you don't have to own it to help fix it up. And Cindy's actually going to take action with those, she's trying to get more aggressive with those that do own, to not only ask them to please clean up your area, but what can we do to help? And that's important, because I think that it's been a lot of years where there's some areas that have had so much neglect, some people are like, just leave it alone. Every single corner of the village needs to be soap and water.
Water, and be sure to pick up after your dogs. The cameras are going to be watched more closely to try to find out who the marauding dog and dog owners are, because it has become a problem in certain parts of the village.
Especially Royal Park, walk around Royal Park.
And the sidewalks
Yeah.
in downtown, there's really no excuse for that.
Excellent. Anything else? Any other announcements? We've got Earth Day coming up in April. That's going to be, we're trying to get a nice event going there to almost culminate this Pride cleanup. Hopefully we'll start at the beginning of April, and then at Earth Day, culminate any other major projects. If we have to push it back a little bit, that might be one of the main ones for the cleanup, to coordinate with Gary and everyone else. But if there are projects out there, if there's things that need to be done, don't just talk about it in the back rooms and get upset with it. Bring it to the village. It starts with our DPW, Gary Boyce. He's got a full plate, but if he can handle it, he will. And if he can't, let one of the village board members know, so we can get it on our plate and get it done. Thank you. Need a motion to go in executive session for personnel.
Just one thing real quick. No motion. Little League and Ponytail opening day is the 23rd of April, and it's going to be a joint opening day for the first time that I can remember. So we're trying to make it more of a community event. We'll have music. We'll have fireworks, but it should be, hopefully it's all day affair. And I'm also trying to get the younger kids, the 8-year-olds and the 6-year-olds, to play t-ball there too, so they feel like all together on the field. So come and watch, because it should be cool.
This is exactly what we're talking about, as far as this is an excellent event. It's not for parents alone. It's for everyone in the community. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
Anything else? You sure? Need a motion to move to executive session for personnel reasons.
I can make a motion to move into executive session.
I appreciate that, Brian.
No problem.
Do I have a second?
I can
Thank you
say
so much, Bob.
I want the
Didn't happen, didn't happen.
You have my vote.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much.
Do you need me to stay for this?
Giving you 10 minutes. We're going to conclude what we were doing downstairs,
Oh, okay, good.
and then go from there. Do you mean to have a jacket that's 3 sizes too small? Because that does